Hi there. Welcome back to Lighten Up with Lily. I'm Lily Hills, the author of The Body Love Manual, How to Love the Body You Have as You Create the Body You Want, a non-dieting approach to losing weight. Because who amongst us has ever done well on a diet? So, tip number 2, or key number 2, to achieving your healthiest and most natural and ideal weight without dieting. So, in tip number 1, we talked about the importance till waiting till you're physically hungry to start eating. So, if on a scale of 1 to 10, 0 is if you're absolutely starving, and 10 is Thanksgiving stuffed, you have just gone way overboard. That half gallon of ice cream and an entire pizza, which I used to do back in the day. So if 10 is Thanksgiving stuffed and 0 is starving, a 5 is satisfied. A 5 is just that point where you think to yourself, that's the perfect amount of food. I feel great. I feel completely satisfied, and I don't feel like I need to have any more food. So here's the key. Starting at a 0 is not a good idea because oftentimes that's when you're starving. You're so hungry that you end up overeating. You end up binge eating. But if you start at a 1, which is hungry, which we talked about in the beginning, remember that feeling of emptiness in your stomach or maybe a headache or some people get irritable moods. Start eating at a 1 and stop at a 5, which is satisfied, and that's where the weight starts to come off. It's that simple. And if you think about it, that's the way that children eat. They eat in alliance with their body. They start eating when they're hungry and they stop when they're satisfied. And that's also when your metabolism is going to be working optimally because you're not overstuffing your body. You're not giving it way too much food. What you're doing is, again, you're eating in harmony with your physical appetites rather than eating because you're bored or stressed or upset or looking to delay working on a project that's been kind of renting space in your head. So people often ask me, I do one-on-one coaching for women with compulsions around food. What happens if I go over? What happens if I eat to a 6 or a 7? Well, that's the great news. Don't beat yourself up for it because that makes things even worse. That makes you feel badly, and when we feel badly, we end up eating more, even more food than we're hungry for. So if I eat past a 5 into a 6 or even a 7, all I have to do to get back on track is wait till I hit a 1 again. Wait until I get those hunger signals. So let's say that I had a huge breakfast. I ate till a 7. Well, all I have to do is wait till I'm physically hungry again to start eating. So that means it may be 5 hours later, it may be 6 hours later, depending on your unique body, because everybody's body is a little bit different. But again, that's where you start losing weight. Now, when we're eating beyond our physical hungers, it's like overfilling a gas tank. You're not going to put more gas in once it's already fueled up. It's the same with our bodies. They want to be listened to. So when your body says it has had enough, and you'll know it if you're paying attention because it's going to talk to you, that's when you listen to it. And that's when you say, okay, the next time I'm hungry, I get to eat again. And that's what we're going to talk about in the third key to losing weight without dieting, eating foods you love. But key number 2, stop eating when you're satisfied. Sometimes I go into the 6 range, 5, 6 range, totally fine. Again, it's just about listening to your body. It is brilliant. It's going to lead you right to your natural weight. So get ready. Tip number 3 is next, and it's going to teach you something that you're going to love to know about losing weight, and that's that you do not have to deny yourself your favorite foods. How fantastic is that?